presentation and all recent 6 to 8 months duration. So let's start with the first case. Serving soldier, young. He complained of painless diminution of vision for 2 months. High altitude means 16,000 and above in hour. And when he came to us, vision grossly diminished, corneal edema, RAPD, NVI, NVA, high IOP, ischemic CRVO. You can see CNP areas, macular edema. So the diagnosis wasn't difficult. So we tried the standard measures, laser, anti-VEGFs, AGV to control the IOP, but unfortunately no visual recovery. Similar time, another young soldier recently detected hypertensive, again diminution of vision in the left eye, 699 vision. As you can see, a non-ischemic CRVO, no macular edema, but serum homocysteine was raised. So all we did was manage his homocysteine with folic acid and B complex. Third case, another serving soldier, hypertension, sudden loss of vision for 3 weeks. And when he came to us, he had an inferior HCRVO. If you can see, extensive CNP areas, macular edema, but very few cystic, in fact, hardly any cystic spaces. So laser and anti-VEGF was given. Now this is an older person with 4/60 vision and diminished vision for over 4 years. As you can see, an old CRVO with extensive collaterals, neovascularization, but ischemic maculopathy. So confirmed on OCT and treated with Ozurdex and laser. We'll skip this due to paucity of time. Sixth, another 65-year-old ex-serviceman, diabetes, hypertension, diminution of vision for 1 month, 6/36 vision, superior temporal BRVO, blocked fluorescence, but there is tractional element in the macular edema. Despite teachings, we persisted with anti-VEGF and we were lucky to get away. A 44-year-old soldier, right eye loss of vision for 3 weeks, 6/18. As such, the fundus picture doesn't give the appearance of a severe macular edema, nor does the fluorescein angiography picture, but OCT shows significant macular edema. Again, homocysteine raised, so again treated with anti-VEGFs and folic acid. Another 70-year-old patient with gross loss of vision, vision reduced to hand movements close to face. But this picture looks like a fresh superior temporal BRVO. FA shows blocked fluorescence because of BRVO, but also having probably a CNVM, confirmed on OCT. So for treatment for both is luckily anti-VEGFs, which we gave. We'll skip this also. Now another 40-year-old lady, loss of vision for 5 months, history of laser done, 2 meters is the vision. As you can see, vitreous hemorrhage, neovascularization of disc, and fibrous band, no OCT possible, very high serum homocysteine, so planned for surgery. Now coming to our last 2 cases, this is a 62-year-old female, right eye diminution of vision, 6/18, looks like a inferior hemisentinel retinal vein occlusion. If you see, there is extensive CNP areas, total ischemia, and maybe on the superior aspect of the macula there is a little leakage, otherwise a ischemic maculopathy also. Left eye also you can see a small superior temporal BRVO. So when these are the OCTs of the right eye done normally shows no macular edema, but surprisingly, if you look up, if you center it up, there is macular edema, which is very surprising because it's a inferior hemiretinal vein occlusion. Similarly, in the other eye also, we had to recenter it to the extrafoveal macular edema. So for ischemic maculopathy, we prefer Ozurdex and anti-VEGF in the last other eye. So in our last case, this is a 51-year-old hypertensive, diminution of vision in both eyes. So right eye you can see inferior temporal BRVO, some macular edema, maybe neovascularization. Superiorly again, superior temporal BRVO in the other eye. So we felt it was a CME in the right eye which needed treatment. Homocysteine levels were raised. There was traction in the element in the right eye. Despite that, we went ahead with anti-VEGFs, and you see the macular edema has grossly worsened because of traction. So you can't get away with these whatever is prescribed by others all the time. Sometimes you may. So what is our take-home message? Our take-home message is that both FFA as well as OCT are equally important. And is there a role of oral steroids in our young patients with RVO? Serum homocysteine may be an important etiological factor, and possibly we need a holistic approach. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Comprehensively following the young RVOs that we are facing, I think